Hello, it's me, Jess. Welcome to my channel. I'm here with another channeled message. This is a specific message. It might resonate with you, it might not. All right, so I've got planning. So I feel like somebody here is planning to reach out to you, text you, call you, see you, make plans with you. But I feel like there is a schedule to consider here. So maybe this person works a lot or they could travel for work or something, but I just heard the word responsibilities. So I feel like there is like some kind of a schedule to consider here. I also just heard open dates. So this person is doing some thinking, they're doing some planning, and maybe in the meantime, you're doing a lot of like maybe flat communicating over the phone. Maybe things seem kind of gray, like there's not a lot of maybe emotional communication, or maybe for some there's no communicating at all because there's some kind of distance here. I'm hearing the view from where I sit has been rather gray. So that could be this person feeling that way. Maybe that's why they're planning to reach out. Like, since you've been gone, maybe the view from where they sit has been rather great, or maybe you feel that way. So there just could be some distance or some time or just some distant kind of gray energy here while this person is planning or like juggling responsibilities. And I am sensing some kind of hesitation here. And it might be because of like their schedule. Or I wonder why there's hesitation. Let me just see here. Okay, it says, I'm sorry I seem distant, but I need this time to complete my evaluation of our relationship. Evaluation criteria. Unfair assessments and rarely sees the full picture. Focus on shortcomings and misses out on full potential. Just get one more here. Small offering. Views you as a temporary pleasantry, not a serious relationship, can only do small favors, unable to give anything more, can only offer small gestures and minor tokens of affection. I realize how foolish I was to treat you as a mere distraction. Our connection deserved more respect, but I let myself and others treat it as insignificant. Wow. So what is going on here? That kind of threw me for a loop right off the bat, and maybe some of you that's the way that you feel. So it seems to me like this person is evaluating your relationship based on certain criteria, and it feels kind of gray, or it feels maybe black and white. And so that could be why this person isn't able to offer much. Like they're considering some kind of small offering because maybe they're viewing you as some kind of like temporary pleasantry, or they're not sure, maybe because this person's busy or they're traveling a lot. It could be for some of you that this person is wondering if you just view them as a temporary pleasantry and not a serious relationship. So they don't want to do too much. So there's a lot of like planning here, but I'm also sensing this like feeling of regret, which is kind of splitting the energy for me, honestly. And I don't know how that is. So it could be that there's two situations. So it could be that this is a person who is seeing multiple people, and they could be kind of casually dating. And to those people that they're casually dating, they really can't offer much because I think this person's mind, and I do think there's some planning and strategizing energy, is going towards what they consider to be a more significant relationship. I think maybe there's like maybe distance between them and that person. Yeah, 1111 just came out. So activation, twin flames, soul contract, divine timing, and synchronicities. So it could be that this person is planning to like get back to a twin flame, or yeah, and that's maybe where this energy comes in. I realize now how foolish I was to treat you as a mere distraction. Our connection deserved more respect, but I let myself and others treat it as insignificant. The other way that this is coming through is that for some of you, this person could have dicked you around in the past, thinking that you were, whatever they said, a temporary pleasantry. And while they were completing their evaluation of their relationship, I'm almost getting that maybe they had like their friends weighing in on this, but it seems like whatever their criteria was unfair, unfair, and not considering like the full picture or something. And so they allowed other people and themselves to treat you and your relationship as insignificant. And now this person is realizing the significance of this relationship and the error of their ways. And maybe there's like gray, distant time kind of energy here. So they've let things kind of go gray where they didn't fill in the blanks of like their emotions. And so now this person is planning to text you or to call you or to reach out. And they're strategizing, and part of that strategizing, it does have to do with scheduling, but I think it's because they're waiting for like divine timing. Yeah. Right place, right time. Alignment, divine timing, and meant to be. So this person's kind of waiting for the right time because, I feel like this person got egg on their face, got caught feeling foolish, everything backfired. I'm just pulling cards at the bottom of the deck now. Sorry, because now I'm confused here. So hiding their true feelings, mixed signals, deep emotions, secret love, cold and detached. So that's somehow playing out here where this person now has egg on their face because they got caught doing something. And it's also in this like comparison energy. So they could have been comparing you with other people. Again, it feels very gray. It feels very black and white, very checklist kind of. Excuses for not acknowledging our differences held us back. Bridging the gap starts with honesty about what sets us apart. So something set you apart here. And I feel like this person needs to be honest about what that was. And I think that maybe has to do with them having egg on their face and some kind of planning and the fact that they were maybe texting and calling other people. Maybe they got caught offering other people small offerings, like taking other people out and just, hiding their true feelings. But they could have gotten caught both ways here because they could have had other people calling them out and saying like, you really don't offer me that much. Like you just breadcrumb me all the time. I never know when I'm going to hear from you or something here like that. So this person ends up sending mixed signals, even though they do have deep emotions here for somebody. Maybe they realized it too late, or maybe this person was trying to just act like they didn't care about anybody and they actually did care about somebody. Secret love, cold and detached. So that word detached is really standing out. Again, 1111. So somebody here, and it might be you, or it could be somebody else. I'm not sure where you sit in this energy because some of you maybe just started dating a person and they're kind of breadcrumbing you and you don't know why. But somebody here has separated themselves out and they've got a clear mind and a clear heart. And it even could be this person. Insight, clarity, and truth. And then the unfinished business card is underneath that. Proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation, and fixing your issues. So I feel like this person wants to fix your issues, but it's requiring some like level of planning here because they were in some kind of toxic environment. Bad advice, low vibration, emotional leeching, and karmic relationships. So this person was in a karmic relationship. Let me pull from this other deck here. Okay, hurting, crying, depressed, pain, and sorrow, feeling rejected. I feel like that's how this person left you feeling or caused you to feel because they're not taking, if you're one of these relationships where it's more casual and you just started seeing this person and you're confused and they're breadcrumbing you, I feel like you're feeling rejected and you're also feeling hurt and confused because this person didn't take time out to sort themselves out because they actually knew that they wanted somebody else all along, but they messed something up here and they're continuing with that pattern, I feel like. But they also, I think, maybe really broke somebody's heart here, like their twin flame or their soulmate, somebody really a strong connection here. They left that person hurting, crying, depressed, pain, and sorrow. Yep, love affair. Player, third party, hooking up, possible STD. That's not good. Okay, so this says, they made me believe our connection wasn't real and that it was just a waste of my time. I know now that was untrue. Destiny had different plans for us. So that, I guess, was the third party here. And I do think that there's been other people, like a proper third party kind of energy. But also I feel like that this person may have, like they could have third parties here that are like friends that are like judging you or something. But it also feels like from this kind of gray, black and white perspective, because I do actually think that this person had deep feelings for somebody, but was maybe hiding that in order to seem cool or something here. So it says unity in diversity. Embracing differences to create harmonious and balanced partnerships, divinely guided towards union. I think that's what this person's realizing, because didn't it say earlier, acknowledging our differences held us back. And so I think this person, maybe there's a difference between you and them, or there's some kind of maybe difference here in what you both wanted or the kinds of people you were. Or again, this person was messing with other people. So then they were comparing people, and then it also made them like kind of take you for granted here. But now this person's realizing that embracing differences helped to create like this harmonious and balanced partnership. I was foolish to underestimate the impact of infidelity. I should have valued our connection more than my desires. Please forgive me for not recognizing its importance. Third party situation. Another person disrupts your relationship and causes turmoil, trust broken by infidelity, and struggling to rebuild it. And then double life just came out. So yeah, they're struggling to rebuild trust here, living a lie, secret affair, hidden truths, and emotional betrayal. Yeah, I mean, this person is kind of like betrayed themselves emotionally, is what I want to say. Like, as within, so without. As above, so below. As the universe, so the soul. So as within, so without, homeboy. Like, this person was split internally, and now externally, I feel like they're living a lie. Like, and there's this sense of them hiding their true emotions, even when they were talking about this situation and evaluating it by some kind of criteria that was like unemotional, like not considering their emotions, because there was a strong pull here. And I don't remember where that was, but it was, yeah, divinely guided towards union. There was a strong pull here. But instead, this person like involved with a third party, or it feels like multiple third parties. It feels like this person was just kind of casually like dating around. And maybe, yeah, it says like deuces and avoidance and then guilt. So it could be that this person really feels a lot of guilt and shame. Yeah, high value, the empress, self-worth, will not settle, beautiful, sexy, abundant, and confident. So they feel a lot of guilt over this like high value woman, I want to say, that they like dicked around. Shame is really standing out. Like they have a lot of shame with. They could have gotten back together with somebody. They could feel a lot of shame about that. Stress, anxiety, ashamed, and remorseful. Yeah, they're feeling a lot of remorse here. Maybe about the way that things ended, or about some kind of no communication and that they were like avoiding something here. Ghosted, in hiding, conflict, introspection, and feeling guilty. They're definitely feeling guilty. And for some of you, this person could have ghosted, or like the way that they left things is not great. So this says, I was naive to think that fleeting affairs could ever take the place of a genuine connection. I should have trusted my heart more than my craving for new experiences. Please forgive me for doubting the bond we share. And what could have been a source of unity has become a symbol of separation. The bond we once had now feels distant and broken. You are my other half, my heart, and my confidant. Yeah. So this person is like kind of going through it. Or if you're at the stage now where you're getting kind of dicked around by this person, and you know that this is like a soulmate, then I feel like this is kind of what's going to come back around. I just heard what goes around comes around. So now I feel like this person is the one that's hurting. And why are they hurting? Envy. Pictures and unemployed. So this person is maybe looking at your pictures. Oh yeah, and then right time, right place. Alignment, divine timing, and meant to be. So I feel like this person is watching you move on, maybe. So while they were planning and not giving you anything and being very gray and very black and white, it's like very grayscale with you, not filling in the blanks of their emotions and the color that they feel and the color that they want to, which feels like pink, and like neon and passionate. Instead of doing that, I feel like this person was doing all this other stuff, and now they've seen a picture of you. For some of you, it has like it's you with somebody else, or you kissing somebody else, or you and it brought back like a flood of emotions. Maybe that's what had this person realizing that, what did this say before? I realized now how foolish I was to treat you as a mere distraction. Our connection deserved more respect, but I let myself and others treat it as insignificant. And I'm also hearing that you deserved more respect. Like not just the connection, you deserved more respect. But I think this person let themselves and others treat you as insignificant. And they gave others the impression that you were insignificant in their life because they didn't talk about their emotions and what it was that they were feeling. Because I think this person actually had like a very strong emotional push towards you and towards reconciling this situation or reconciling their feelings, but instead they went down this very logical kind of black and white route of comparison, and it feels kind of checklist, and they missed the fuller picture because of who they were talking with and how they were talking with these people. And now they're in a position where they're very jealous, and potentially they've seen a picture that made them jealous of you possibly moving on, while this person is possibly unemployed, but they're feeling like their life isn't going so well. So now they're in a very secretive energy. So let me get a different deck here. What's coming through here? on. Yeah, the Lover's card is at the bottom. So Spirit, what do you want to say about this? Why is this coming through? Justice, yo. Doesn't get clearer than that. So, and the Hangman is at the bottom of the deck. So that is Libra energy and Pisces energy. Those overlap on the light grid. So it's very similar energy. So the Justice energy is, I feel like something here is like balanced out. I'm hearing like got what I deserve, like what goes around comes around. This is like the natural end result of this person's like forever planning or the way they went about it, you know, in this kind of gray. So this is the natural end result, and it's helping this person to learn, because it's by this end result that this person understands what they were actually doing. Because I feel like this person was kind of lying to themselves and about some kind of 10 of Swords energy here. I mean, how many times did we hear this person say, like, I realize now that I messed with a good thing and that I didn't respect you and that, you know, cheating. Yeah, like, what was it? It was, I was foolish to underestimate the impact of infidelity. I should have valued our connection more than my desires. Please forgive me for not recognizing its importance. Yeah, and then the 10 of Swords. And that's that double life energy that's coming out too. And this betrayal, I feel like there's a really messy ending here. Yeah, and it feels like, and you had a lot of anxiety about this. Like, so I feel like you were left in the lurch. Or if this is somebody new and you're getting breadcrumbed here, it's because this person has this going on in the back burner and they're not being honest. This isn't a very honest person. They're not being honest with you about where their heart is. And I don't really think they're honest with themselves. I think they're trying to bury it or forget or just plan. And in the meantime, they're going to do something else here. But so I think that whoever they left here was feeling really anxious or very nervous. And it's about something that they saw or something that they discovered. But now I feel like that energy is kind of turning, because it's almost like an equal pay, where now this person is feeling nervous about something here that they've seen. But I think they've seen it with their soulmate here, and that has also lifted the veil on their illusions about the past and maybe about a certain friendship. Or, yeah, something here that happened in the past. And I think actually what it did is it clarified to this person that this soulmate energy was their favorite, which is honestly not even where this soulmate should be, because favorite means that there's other people involved, and there shouldn't be other people involved. This is somebody's like soulmate, somebody's twin flame. They deserve to be the one and only. They deserve to be chosen here. But now I think it's been made clear that they were the favorite here, but also maybe that they were naive, that this soulmate was naive to this, the fact that this person had other people or something here. Something here was cleared up for whoever was like dicking somebody around. They could see clearly that this person was like grieving a third party situation, and that was the truth of it, and that they had to start over, and that they had to protect themselves and like have boundaries because they view this person as manipulative, and they are manipulative. And I think this person can kind of see that in some way. They can see it through this planning energy because they know that they were in that energy. They know that they were strategizing. And I think this person, again, took this very black and white, very I live in a vacuum kind of approach to that. And they weren't thinking about how that must have felt or looked like to this person that they were doing that to. It looked like they didn't care. It looked like a lot of time had gone by. It looked like they were dicking off with other people because that's what they were doing, you know, or something here like that. So now this person's kind of feeling walled in by the truth, and that's this justice energy. Something here's like really turned on this person and got them kind of like trapped in a certain situation, but it is for some kind of higher learning here. So this person is learning about the truth and about the importance of the truth, and that you don't really need a lot of options, because there's something here about like the 8 of Swords that are all kind of upside down. It's in this shadowy energy, and so there's like not a lot of truth here, but it pales in comparison to the Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords is coming through, and that is like a brighter energy, and it looks like power stance and very triumphant. So it's like you really just need the truth, you know, you really just need the one sword. You don't need 8 options here of people that don't have the truth to prop up you and your fragile ego and your situation. You need the Ace of Swords, and you need inner strength. In order to wield the Ace of Swords, you need nobility, you need courage, you need inner strength. The courage to prevent some kind of monster storm from like rising up and happening here. So now I feel like this person is watching their soulmate energy kind of move on with somebody else, and they're feeling responsible. And I don't think that feeling is unfounded. And they're also feeling like they've got to turn some kind of corner here. They got to take responsibility because this person feels like they weren't taking responsibility. They were just kind of dicking off. And honestly, their heart wasn't even in this. It's like they're half dead. They're like a zombie. Yeah, they have to take responsibility, I think, for being manipulative, for messaging with a bunch of people. Possibly they have another, like a whole other situation here. Yeah. And so something here is like stagnated and given this person a different perspective. But I feel like this soulmate, maybe something, while this relationship stagnated, it gave them some kind of different perspective. I also get the sense that the soulmate was being watched by some kind of Queen of Pentacles energy. Oh my gosh, the world. So that's some kind of karma. That's somehow, I'm not sure it's their karma, but it's a karmic for sure. So for some, this guy had somebody else here. That was maybe a Queen of Pentacles. So that could be a mom, somebody very rooted in their life. And yeah, this person is their karma. I mean, it's almost like saying that this person is a karmic is too light. It's like this person is like karma. And now 5 of Swords, they can't really get around this. And so now they're kind of sneaking around. They're watching a new beginning. I feel like they're watching some kind of new beginning. And now they're kind of just clinging to that cycle because it's like they realized too late, but they always kind of knew anyway. And they wanted to have something to offer. So maybe that was part of the planning. And that could be why like this person was focused on work, is because they were like, oh, I have to strategize and like to get money or something, but actually what they were doing was just putting more obstacles in their way. Yeah, because they were trying to strategize for some type of new beginning. But that strategizing might have involved a third party, or it all went on behind the scenes. Like this soulmate was not included at all. It wasn't like, hey, I'm coming back for you. Hey, I need to work on my job. Like it wasn't like that. So instead, from the soulmate's perspective, it just looked like somebody dipped off the face of the earth. And so this person had to grieve it like that was the case. And I feel like they also didn't know that they were being watched, and it's giving me the creeps. Who are they being watched by? Knight of Swords. Somebody here who maybe was a third party. This third party, yeah, maybe it's a third party. They wanted to fight. They wanted the smoke here. And they wanted to maybe throw off somebody's planning and like their long-term goals. I don't know if this person who like keeps watching the soulmate is this third party like here in between the soulmates, or if this is like just somebody else on their side of things. They wanted there to be conflict. They wanted this person to have to leave, basically. Yeah, they wanted them to be thrown out in the cold. They wanted disruption here. Maybe because of a child. Gross. So that they could be seen as the winner. Yeah, and so it's a tower, and they wanted to ruin a relationship. This is like an insane person, an actual like lunatic. So yeah, they wanted to block communication. They wanted to cause a blockage here. Yeah, 3 of Cups. There could have been collusion here to like point the finger at this person, at like the soulmate, to blame the soulmate. Ugh, somebody who's trying to just manifest like confusion and yeah, there could have been craft done here for some of you. Yeah, because they wanted to be married, I think, but never would that have occurred naturally. So, I mean, yeah, for some, this planning when it comes to this third party could have been like, when am I ovulating kind of thing, you know? Oh yeah, I'm totally on birth control. You know, that kind of thing. So, I don't know, take this however it resonates. There's a lot that seems to be kind of going on in the background, and so, okay, so this says, there are so many barriers stopping us from being together. I'm trying my best to become a better person so I can knock down the walls for you and eventually with you. So I think somebody here, this has been a wake-up call. This has been some kind of wake-up call because they want some kind of reconciliation here. putting in the work, better communication, getting back together, and equal give and take. So somebody is wanting that. I think this is just a matter of where are you in this situation? So does this person want this with you? Because I think there's people here that are being dicked around. Like he's not doing his inner work. And so instead he's just kind of going casually out on dates, knowing that he's not available and that he's trying to get back to somebody here. I used to limit myself to safe zones, but now I realize I must face the dangers to survive this. Yeah, because I do feel like with all this planning energy, it really is kind of a signal that there's fear. He's afraid of something, or she, whoever this is afraid of maybe rejection or afraid, like FOMO, maybe missing out on like a bunch of strange. Maybe, you know, he hasn't caught all the STDs yet. And I'm joking. Walls are closing in, removing the walls built by cultural differences, sexual orientation, or other divides that once seemed unbreakable. There is no more space for denial, only resolution. I'm kind of getting that. Like for some, this person hit rock bottom, but they kind of needed to. Like there's no more space here for denial, only for resolution. They know that they need to kind of resolve something first within themselves and then like to close in something here. Our backgrounds may be worlds apart, but our hearts remained aligned, breaking walls that try to keep us apart. Even when the world sees walls, we find a way to stay united, choosing love over division. This person might be in a situation where the walls are closing in. Even if you proceed with uncertain plans, I'll always care about you, but I'm worried these risks might drive us apart. Let's find a secure path together. Yeah, something here like doesn't feel secure to this person. Yeah, there's a lot about walls that's coming out now. We build walls to protect ourselves, but instead we isolate what could have been a lasting bond. Afraid to face the vulnerability that comes with love, we find it easier to stay apart. If you truly knew my soul and my inner conflicts, you might not love me anymore. I'm terrified you'll reject me if I reveal my true self. And oh my gosh, more about walls. The walls built for protection now isolate, blurring the lines between independence and loneliness. Our different visions caused a rift, leaving me feeling misunderstood in my pursuit of independence. But this card says, realizing the need for change and striving for karmic justice. So I feel like somebody here is now striving for karmic justice, but it feels like it was a long way of just like the hanged man, like kind of just gray energy. And meanwhile, in the background, somebody was planning, strategizing, but it's very grayscale and they're not sharing anything. And they're not, they could have been secretive. They could have been childish. They could have tried to cause a controversy. But now they just want reconciliation here because they feel like somebody's walked away and now they're uninterested, and they might well be because they were put on the back burner for too long. Yeah. And possibly somebody here is moving. Like I definitely feel like maybe their life and their energy is moving, but somebody here could be actually literally moving. And like hanging out with a new group or something here. And they feel like something here is played out, but they didn't know that somebody here is like really trying for them in the background in a kind of way. I mean, yeah. So I'm not sure. I think I'm going to leave that there. That was kind of a confusing one, but take whatever resonates and leave the rest. But that's what I have for you. If that resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye guys.